Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Virgos. Welcome. Happy New Year. This is the energy you guys can expect to be walking into in the month of January 2024. All right, so I'm going to be talking about the transits first, and then I'll get to my channeled messages after, and I'm going to go through this weekly for you guys, okay? And then I'll update each transit as we get to that. All right, so January 1st, Venus will be in Sagittarius in your guys' 4th house, and this will be squaring Saturn in Pisces in your 7th house, okay? So there will be some type of block, some type of karmic lesson, something will be put on hold with matters, I'm going to say, in regards to a relationship. It could be, no, I was going to say maybe a business partnership, but honestly, the fact that it's connecting with the house, the home, I'm going to say it's probably a romantic relationship for you guys. Yeah. Okay. So later that same day, Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius in your guys' 4th house. So things should be more clear for you guys, your thoughts and communication. January 4th, Mars enters Capricorn in your 5th house. So Mars is leaving your 4th house and it is entering, your 5th house, yikes, in Capricorn. Okay, I mean, this could be good, possibly for creative endeavors. Okay, let's just go on. All right, so that's the first week of January. So what did I channel for you guys? Excuse me, sorry. I'm seeing something you love or desire, but I'm picking up on Capricorn Saturn energy holds you back. Like you guys hold yourself back, but you want to commit to something and you have faith in this. This is definitely connected to that Venus in your 4th house, squaring Saturn in your 7th house. And having faith, this is definitely talking about that Pisces, Neptune energy. This is literally faith. So then your Mercury going direct in your 4th house. This is being able to, have clear thoughts, see something clearly, possibly create a plan in regards to maybe a solution to unblock this, whatever is a problem the first week of January for you guys. But then Mars enters your 5th house in Capricorn. The ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, and this is in your 7th house, the house of relationships, right? So this Mars energy is definitely talking about whatever you guys have going on with this Venus and Saturn energy. So again, I'm seeing something you guys love. This is Venus. Or something you guys desire. So for you guys that are not in a relationship, this is talking about for those of you that maybe are I don't know, in the breakup, that are experiencing that on again, off again, thing. I don't know, for those of you that unfortunately are in that type of situation, or for those of you who want to be in a relationship, or who are in the talking stage and something's like, something's gone rogue, this is what I'm picking up on. That's something close to your heart, that maybe you're keeping private, right? Because houses 1 through 6, this talks about things you don't really share publicly. So if you guys have a lot of planets going on in these houses in let's say your natal chart, your progress chart, these are things that people have a hard time seeing about you. But if you have planets in your 7th and 12th house, this is like the public house. So I mean, but not the 8th house. That's just the house that's like behind your back or internally, or your shadow. So forget about that. But so my point is that this isn't necessarily love matters at home, or I'm trying to think. I guess this could also be speaking about those of you who have business partnerships with your romantic partners. Yeah, I could see that happening here as well, actually, because love, you guys are in your romantic relationship at home, and you're working at home, and this is connected to the 7th house. But I'm sure that's not a majority of your guys' story, right? It's probably you guys, there's some type of difficulty in your relationship, or there's difficulty with dating, possibly, right? Yeah, definitely with Mars in the 5th house. There's difficulty with like creating, or there's difficulty dating. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stick with that. All right, but you guys want to commit. I see you guys holding yourselves back. Okay, so you guys are holding yourselves back. You guys are holding yourselves back. So yeah, Saturn's in your 7th house in Pisces. So Saturn represents restrictions, a block, a holdup. And Mars, this talks about willpower. This is the ruler of Aries, and this is your 8th house. So this is your shadow. This is what's going on internally. And it's connecting to your 5th house, the place of romance. And Chiron is here too. So there's some type of pain here. Okay, let's move on. Second week. Sorry. Hold on. Second week of January. January 9th, Sun in Capricorn in your 5th house is trining Uranus in retrograde in your 9th house in Taurus. Okay, so a trine is a blessing. It is an easy energy. It's an energy that is literally given to you guys, or it's a blessing that we usually don't realize is a blessing because the energy is just so easy. Yeah. So anyway, January 11th, we have a new moon in Capricorn, and it's happening in your 5th house. So something is happening for you guys. Something you guys are getting a download from spirit in regards to, or something out of nowhere is expanding in regards to the place of creativity, romance, being on stage in some type of way, but it's connecting to relationships. So I really don't think it's artistic endeavors. January 12th, Mars in Capricorn is trining Jupiter in the 9th house in Taurus. So Mars in Capricorn in the 5th house is trining Jupiter. Okay. All right. January 12th. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my dates and my dates look like November. It looks like I wrote 11, 12. I'm like, what? Sorry. So Juno goes retrograde in Virgo. Okay. So your 1st house. So Juno speaks of soulmate energy. Wherever this is in your chart, Juno is speaking about like, hey, this would be the best soulmate for you. And it's like, if Juno's in Virgo and you look this up, that would be what would work best for you. But this is a transit, right? This is temporarily, like maybe next month it'll be in Libra. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, so what this is speaking about, the fact that it's in retrograde and it's in your 1st house, it's speaking about do you. It's in your 1st house. So Juno can speak about more than one person. When it's in the 1st house, I feel like it's saying be your own soulmate. And then when it's in retrograde, I don't think of this as like a Mercury retrograde, like let's rethink this. I think about this as exactly what I'm saying. Like, I just don't feel like it's talking about relationships. I don't think it's talking about partnerships. I think it's talking, I feel like it's, when Juno is in Virgo, it's talking about the hermit energy when it's in the 1st house. There is something happening in regards to yourself. I don't know how else to say it, especially when it's in retrograde. There is a time to reflect and be within. Okay, anyway. January 13th, Mercury enters Capricorn. Okay, I did not think this through. I did not. Sorry, guys. Because I made some errors. Okay, we're just going to put this right here. Mercury, work with me, guys, okay? I'm trying my best here. All right, what did I channel here? Hold on. Okay. 2nd week of January. I feel like you guys are getting ready for someone, like preparing and I feel like this is such a Virgo thing, and tidying up your place for another, something like that, because you know they'll be coming over. So it's funny. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not, but I feel like I do that typical astrology thing when people are into zodiac signs and all that. Anytime I hear that somebody's a Virgo or a sun, moon, rising Virgo, I feel like the first thing I ask them is like, do you like to clean or organize? And I feel like 9 times out of 10, they always tell me no. And the first thing I think of is that they don't have any planets in the 6th house, because the 6th house belongs to Virgo natally. And if you have planets in the 6th house, it doesn't matter if you're a Virgo or not, you know, you may not be the best cleaner, you may not be the best organizer, but one of those things is your thing. Like you either like to do it for fun, or it's just like you have to do it. You just like, I don't know, it's part of your everyday thing. And yeah, I don't know, I just had to say that because I guess, oh sorry, the background noise, I guess because of what I channeled, and I feel like not all of you guys are going to resonate with that. You may just think that's so cliche, and you guys are probably tired of hearing that Virgo line because you guys probably don't all resonate with it. But yeah, So anyway, so I want to look at the transits and see, and that's all I was getting for you guys. By the way, it's like I wasn't really getting much for the second week for you guys. So I want to see what this is about. So the new moon is entering your 5th house. Again, the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn. It's in your 7th house. This is relationships. 5th house can speak of romance. Something new is happening here for you guys. What else? Mercury enters Capricorn. So Mercury, your thoughts, I want to say whoever you guys are talking to, it could even be your friends. It's like, it goes back to 5th house matters. And it's not just like, because the 5th house does talk about, like, if you were to compare the 5th house and the 7th house and you're talking about a serious relationship, you want things to be happening in your 7th house. You don't really want things to be happening in your 5th house, because this talks about nothing. It talks about short romance, I feel like. However, the fact that you guys have it in Capricorn, I feel like something different could be told for you guys, especially depending on whatever planets you guys have going on, or whatever, wherever Saturn is. Everybody's story is different, right? Just like Virgos don't necessarily like to clean or organize. So yeah. So Mercury enters there. Then Mars, the place of the planet of action, confidence, initiation. It could talk about sex too. I mean, it's in Capricorn, and it's in your 5th house, and it's trining. So something easy, a blessing, is happening in your 9th house. So the 9th house, this can talk about traveling. I mean, yeah, you guys could be traveling for something regarding something fun, something you guys enjoy doing, a hobby. But I feel like it's more like you guys are possibly just expanding upon something you guys are learning about regarding maybe another. Yeah. The 9th house, I'm thinking about it like this likes to explore, it likes to learn, and it's not necessarily always talking about it's not always talking about learning about things from other countries and the textbooks and all of that. Like, this could literally be talking about what it's connected to, which is Jupiter talking to your 5th house. So whatever Jupiter is touching, it is expanding upon. And where is Jupiter? It's in Taurus right now. What's the ruler of Taurus? It's Venus. And you guys have Venus in Sagittarius right now. Venus in Sagittarius likes to have fun. Venus in Sagittarius, it likes to learn. Venus in Sagittarius, it doesn't really like to be held down. It likes its freedom. And you guys do have this in the 5th house. And this is talking about fun. This is why it's kind of looked at as not necessarily a long romance, but it can be, because again, you guys have this in Capricorn. So again, the sun is in the 5th house. Something is being illuminated here. And it's trining. There is a blessing in the 9th house with Uranus. There is a download from spirit. There is a message, or just something out of nowhere happens for you guys. And the way I'm channeling it is, I feel like you guys are getting ready for someone, like preparing and tidying up your place for another. Something like that, because you know they'll be coming over. Well, I mean, your house, Venus is here. The ruler of Venus is Taurus. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got for you guys, okay? So we'll leave it there. All right, 3rd week of January. January 15th, I have the sun in Capricorn for you guys in your 5th house. and it's sextiling Neptune and Pisces in your 7th house. So a sextile, it's not as easy flowing as a trine, which is a blessing. The sextile does require work, but it's like, as long as you take some type of initiative, you're probably going to get whatever it is you wanted, but you have to do something. You have to work towards it. So the sun, when it's talking to Neptune in a positive way, you're able to see through the clouds. You're able to see something where you wouldn't normally be able to see. So you're able to see something in the place of romance and serious long-term relationships. So yeah, that's what I got for you January 15th. January 18th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 5th house is sextiling Saturn in Pisces, again, your 7th house. So sextiling is going on here. So some type of work is being done. You guys are doing something, whether it's you guys are getting this information by communicating with another. January 19th, Venus in Sagittarius is in the 4th house, okay, and then it's squaring Neptune and Pisces. So it's like we go back to this again. We go back to this energy. There is a holdup. There is a block. There is a karmic lesson. I think of the fact also because it's Sagittarius and Pisces energy. You know, the original ruler of Pisces is Jupiter, and the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, right? So there's something to this where it's like, when these two are squaring each other, like when they're when they're connected and not in the best way, it's like, yeah, we can say, again, it could have something to do with art, something creative, but I'm picking up more like just not being able to like understand another, not being able to, you know, maybe make something happen, or just like not being able to see through the clouds. It's like you guys are able to see, and then you're not able to see. You're able to see, you're not able to see. January 19th, that same day, Mercury in Capricorn in your 5th house is trining Jupiter in Taurus in the 9th house. So it's funny because that same day, you guys are able to see something clearly. You guys are able to learn something clearly because Mercury is the mind, and you guys have it in Capricorn, okay? There's stability here. There's rationale. This is earth energy, and the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, and it's in the 7th house. So it's connecting here with a relationship, with love, romance, whatever. And it's talking to Jupiter. Jupiter teaches us something. It expands upon something. It's exploring something, and it's in its natal house, which is the 9th house, okay? And it's in Taurus, again, an earth energy, and they're trining, which is a blessing. It's like you're getting this, you're learning something from spirit, and it probably connects to why there's a block, why there's a holdup. You're definitely learning something about why something isn't able to happen, why you can't create something, or why there's some type of illusion is what I'm picking up on. Because that's what I think of when Venus squares Neptune. There's an illusion. It's just like, if I were to think of this type of transit with money, it's like, oh my God. It's like when your grandparents think that they really, oh my God, who calls them? Hold on. Who used to call them? You just won, not the lotto, but I forgot. They used to call them, and oh my God, it's terrible, but it's a scam. Those people who call older people and make them think that they actually won something, and it's like they never even entered. They never even entered, and it's terrible. That would be Venus squaring Neptune, where they then give all their bank information away, and then they lose a lot of money, and there's nothing they can do about it. 3rd week of January. January 15th, Sun in sorry about the background noise. Sun in Capricorn in the 5th house, sextiling. Whoa, you guys have a lot going on. I feel like, with a relationship. Okay, so Sun in Capricorn sextiling Neptune and Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, so again, this is going back to being able to see something where you normally wouldn't be able to see something. Or did I? Oh, I just did that. I'm sorry. So hold on. I didn't talk about my channeled messages. I just went on a rant with you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. So what were my channeled messages? We're going to pretend I didn't just do that. What did I see? Trouble hearing your intuition or listening to it. I'm picking up on the 4th and 7th house are blocking each other. 6th house can be looked at as spiritual. So I feel like the ruler is in your 9th house. So this speaks of traveling and the fact that the sun will be in your 6th house. Its ruler, Leo, is in your 12th house. So let me see something. Having trouble listening or hearing your intuition or listening to it, picking up at the 4th and 7th house. Yeah, we already talked about that. That's Venus and Neptune. All right. That's blocked. Then the 6th house can be looked at as spiritual, right? Okay. And the ruler is in your 9th house. This speaks of traveling and the fact that the sun will be in your 6th house. The sun will be in your 6th house. What was I talking about? The sun will be in your 5th house. Sorry. Its ruler, Leo, is in the 12th house. So hold on one second. So the fact that the sun will be in your 5th house and its ruler is in the 12th house. So, Mercury and Capricorn. Hold on, give me 2 seconds here. So hold on one second. I see what I'm referring to here. And before I continue with that, I want to finish the transits. Okay, so just follow me here for a second. I see it's a little messy. Just follow me. So January 20th, Sun in Capricorn is conjunct Pluto in the 5th house in Capricorn. Now, whatever Pluto touches, it will never be the same. It's just like the Reaper, and whatever it touches, it turns into ash, okay? It's just extremely transformative. It is extremely karmic, okay? And you guys have this going on in your 5th house, and there's already a storyline playing out here, okay? Now, definitely double check these dates because later that same day, Sun and Pluto are entering your 6th house. This is Aquarius, all right? And I also don't believe that you guys are only going to be feeling this energy on the one day, January 20th. I just don't believe that's possible. I just don't. Now, let's get back to my channeled messages. So I feel like you guys are definitely getting positive messages, and then at one point blockage with your intuition, and that's, like I said already several times, it's because Venus is squaring Neptune. But everything else is speaking about the 3rd week of January, getting clear insight in regards to your intuition on whatever this is speaking about, okay? Now, this is going to sound a little weird, but I'm also seeing for you guys, specifically my sun, moon, rising Virgos. I don't know if you guys believe in star seeds and all that, but I feel like you guys are going to be getting like whatever star seed you guys resonate with. I feel like you guys will be getting visitors, like maybe in your dreams, like, or messages, but I am seeing it. And I feel like this makes sense because of the message I was just trying to explain before. So when the sun and Pluto enter your 6th house, the ruler of your guys' sun, the ruler of the sun in general is Leo, and this is your 12th house. And the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and it's in the 9th house. So me personally, I've noticed that there's this trend when I channel like galactic visitors, whatever, there is always some type of transit that's connecting to the 12th house and the 9th house, and Sagittarius energy as well. And it's because of the 9th house. So I feel like you guys, around the end the third, fourth week of January, you guys will be getting some type of messages in your dreams, and it's connecting to whatever star seed you guys believe you're connected to, if you guys believe in that. So yeah, not to freak you guys out or anything like that, but that is what I'm seeing for you guys. So again, the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus, and I see that this is in the 9th house, and the Sun and Pluto are going into it. It's going into the 6th house, and the ruler of the Sun is Leo, and this is in your 12th house. So yeah, and then you guys have Venus in Sagittarius in your guys' 4th house. So I feel like you'll be getting some type of healing messages. It could be, I feel like it's usually when they visit, it's something to do with light codes, and it's usually healing. And I feel like this is what I'm seeing with these type of planets, with Venus and Sagittarius and Uranus and Jupiter here and Pluto and the Sun. I'm telling you, there's something here. So yeah, it is what it is. It's what I channeled. So yeah. And I feel like, yeah, it connects to exactly all these other things. Mercury and Capricorn trining Jupiter and Taurus. And then the Sun conjunct Pluto, like something is changing and something is transformative for you guys. All right, so the last week of January, Venus enters Capricorn. So Venus leaves your 4th house and it enters your 5th house. I'm sure it connects to this, like whatever messages you guys are getting or whatever type of assistance, like maybe like whatever galactic origins you guys connect to. I feel like it's going to connect to your heart, and like they're probably trying to help you out in regards to this matter. So anyway, so Venus will be entering your 5th house in Capricorn on January 23rd, and January 25th full moon enters Leo. Okay, yeah, you guys can definitely expect it around this time frame, 1000%. January 26th, Uranus goes direct in Taurus. Direct. In your 9th house. Okay, yep, definitely around this time frame. Mark your calendars. That same day, Sun in Aquarius in your 6th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 9th house. Okay, so there's some type of karmic lesson. There is a life lesson. The hard life lessons we don't want to learn, but we have to learn, okay? So yeah, maybe it has to do with that. So where is this happening? This is your 6th house, and there's square blocking. Okay. January 27th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 5th house. Ooh, let me scratch out that. I'm sorry. Mercury in your 5th house in Capricorn is conjunct Mars in your 5th house in Capricorn. Okay. And then January 27th, that same day, Venus in Capricorn is sextiling Saturn in Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, good energy. The next day, January 28th, Mercury in Capricorn in your 5th house is trining Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house. Okay, beautiful, nice. That same day, Venus in Capricorn in your 5th house is trining Jupiter in Taurus. Again, nice energy. Ooh, you okay? Then the next day, January 29th, Mars in Capricorn in the 5th house is trining Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house. Again, nice energy. So what did I channel for you guys? Excuse me. Okay, so... Okay, so this is interesting. So there's something about you guys learning something. I'm seeing there's this tree, and it's almost as if like there is a hole in the middle of the tree, and you guys are trying to look in the tree, but you're skeptical about it. And around the tree there is circles. Okay, is what I'm seeing. So you guys then take what is this? So you guys take a step back, and all of a sudden 2 other people appear, and you allow them to look in the hole that's in that tree instead. And it turns out like the tree then transforms into a window that's inside a castle. So basically there is this, excuse my drawings, but there is this tree, and in the middle of the tree there's this circle, right? And you guys want to like look inside the tree, but you kind of don't want to for whatever reason. You're skeptical, and all around the tree are circles. I don't know, this is what I'm seeing. And so you take a step back and you allow 2 other people to look inside instead. So they look inside, you take a step back, all right? And then all of a sudden this whole scene changes. So it changes. And now I'm just seeing a window, and the window is inside a castle. There's something about you wanting to try something, but you're skeptical the last week of January. So the scene then changes back to this. We're back here, okay? And forget about these 2 people. I don't know who they were, but they're not there anymore. They don't matter. So there is an egg under this circle, and you know, I guess this is like, I don't know, under the soil, I guess you want to say. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing like, I want to say like a campfire, something like that. I'm just seeing like something like a fire going on over here. And something about you having the key, a light bulb idea, and I'm seeing a hot air balloon. And this connects to another person, like you have a eureka moment. But at the same time, there's something about this that talks about a long journey ahead of you. So yeah, and what I was also picking up on, that this, whatever this is, it connects to those galactic visitors. So I believe that these galactic visitors, I don't know the exact date, but it happens around the full moon in Leo is what I'm going to say. It's going to happen around there. So it may happen after the square, because the last week of January, I only see one rough energy, and that's the sun squaring Jupiter. So maybe it's the day after that or the day before. I'm not too sure. But yeah. So what else did I see? So then there's this other scene where it kind of looks like a cross, but really it's a crossroads is what I'm picking up on. And you're over here. It's like you're at a stop sign, something like that. And there's like this pause, I feel like. And there's something about you, I don't know. There's something about you being on a horse and you're at the stop sign, and something about you like picking up a rock, and I'm going to say it's probably like a crystal or something, or maybe actually it was a rock, because I would think of Capricorn energy. It felt like a rock, but I just thought it was weird. So anyway, so you pick up the rock and you kiss a person, and then all of a sudden the rest of the roads, like they kind of like disappear. So you were over here, you got off the horse, you picked up a rock, and then all of a sudden the rest of the road like disappeared, and it just turns really bright, and it felt like good energy. And then I see you kissing somebody. So I just feel like that would represent to me like not being at a crossroads anymore, and making a decision, something like that. So I want to go back to the transits really quickly and see something. So Venus enters your 5th house in Capricorn. There's a full moon in Leo in your 12th house. So the full moon, a full moon being your 12th house, this is connecting to your unconscious mind, your dreams, your thoughts, things that you would normally have a hard time connecting to or realizing about yourself. Your dreams as well. Okay. And then Uranus goes direct. Okay, so messages from spirit, and it's in the 9th house. So this can be the house of learning. This can be the house of spirituality. You're definitely expanding upon something here, a eureka moment. And the sun in Aquarius in the 6th house, it squares the 9th house, Jupiter. So the house of spirituality, work, everyday routine, everyday life. So the sun squaring Jupiter. I mean, you're not able to, I would say, take an initiative or a drive, like have that drive, that confidence to do something, because the sun is our willpower, it's our battery, it's our confidence. Did I say confidence already? Sorry. It's like the reason we're here, right? It's the reason we get up every morning. It's one way to look at it. And Jupiter, I mean, Jupiter is supposed to be positive energy. One way of looking at it, as well as like being happy, okay? And it's like, I don't know, picture this like happiness, and then it's like crumbling. Like there's something to this, okay? And I feel like it's even having a harder time because they're both in fixed signs. This is stubborn energy. This is like, no, we've made up our mind. And then Mercury in Capricorn is in the 5th house, your mind, your thoughts, and it's getting along well with discipline, rules, structure with relationships. It's not just going with the flow. Like there's structure, there's order here. And then Venus in Capricorn, oh, I just said that. Mercury in Capricorn, the 5th house, is trining Uranus. So getting downloads, messages from spirit. And then Venus in Capricorn is trining Jupiter. So I feel like that has to do with learning about something in regards to unconditional love, expanding upon this, and maybe it's a relationship. It could be. Yeah, could be. Let's see. Mars in Capricorn in the 5th house is trining Uranus in Taurus. So thinking about the crossroads, right? It's like there is some type of crossroads going on in the month of January for you guys. But then it's like you guys make a decision. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing here. It's either maybe you guys or another person makes a decision, you know, hold that how, you know, you guys see fit. But I feel like there's a reason I saw somebody at a stop sign. It's like they're at a crossroads and then the crossroads disappears. And that's kind of what these transits, the last few days of January, are symbolic for. It's like there's no more difficulty. And I feel like that sun squaring Jupiter, now that I think about it, I feel like that was this energy of somebody not really wanting to see something, right? They're skeptical. But they'll allow others to peek on in for them. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I feel like ultimately in the month of January, you guys will be getting messages from spirit. You'll be getting downloads, and you'll be able to keep the faith in believing in a relationship and connection to source. That's what I'm picking up on. Thinking if I want to add anything else to that, but I don't think so. Yeah, when I think of a tree, I think of spiritual knowledge, information. Jupiter's in the 9th house. And there was something about not wanting to see, not wanting to know, but kind of sort of wanting to know. And that's because the ruler of Aquarius, where the sun is, Uranus is in the 9th house, and it goes direct. So it does want to know, and it will know. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you.